Okay, so this is the last vlog that I'm gonna do for a long time. I am joining the army. I don't know. My recruiters are trying to get me in as soon as possible. I don't know how long that will be, but I know the next thing I have to do, and it's, work on my pride and my ego and my narcissism. And I don't know, I feel like deep down, I don't know if it's delusion, but I feel like I'm meant for more. I just have that hope, but it's like inspiring hope inside of me. And like I said, I don't know if it's delusion, to keep me alive. Like, one day you're gonna do this, because I know my body does do that. But I feel it, and I know that to ascend, I have to really gut everything out of me. My ego, my pride, my personality, my everything, because this is survival. I've been in survival my whole life, 27 years. So everything that it's formed is formed to survive. And so, I can't take any of this into my second stage, where hopefully I can get some rest, because I've been surviving on stress. And so my brain, I can't think straight. I don't have energy to get out of bed or plan for 3 days, So hopefully I can get some rest. But I don't know, I feel like my next phase is I really have to work through my shadow, it's gonna be a lot. It's a lot right now, just the fact that I have no boundaries in my head when I'm thinking, and just the nastiest, craziest things, before, or maybe because I'm stressed, and whenever you're stressed, and your body shuts down, and so it shuts down more and more functions and feeling, and I empathy's been shut down for a while, but it's what if it's shutting down more and more, so I mean, maybe I can't really say much, because it could just be stress. I've been on TikTok every day, 100%, 19-20 hours a day, because I need the dopamine. As soon as I get off of it for a little bit, I start getting depressed and crying. So I'm just it's saving me from being, unaliving myself. So, yeah, I know that, that I've already humbled myself a lot, but I have a lot of more pride and, ego, underneath, and I have to, work on that. And yeah, as soon as I get in, I'm, saving, but also saving for surgery, because I want to send fully. I want to send everything, just gut everything out and start rebuilding. But also I want to ascend, how I look. Which I don't feel anything bad about that, because I'm not trying to look like celebrities or something like that. I want to look to where I'm comfortable walking around and I don't cry. I do have an odd face. And I don't feel anything bad about that, because I'm not trying to look like someone. I'm not trying to be beautiful. I'm trying to look comfortable, beautiful to myself, but I am also gonna work on internal stuff, as much more internal stuff, so that I can, it doesn't turn into I don't know how to explain it. I feel like if you get surgery, and you're not like mentally there and not work through your stuff, like it could turn into like you being the popular pretty girl and like being the mean girl. But you know, I don't want to be that. You know, I want to keep to myself, keep my head down, and keep going through my journey, but I do want to be pretty. So yeah, I don't feel anything bad about that because, you know, I feel like I'm doing it in the right way. Because I'm going to do so much like mental health work before I even think about touching my face or anything like that. But that is something I do want to do. But yeah, I just, I don't know. I just feel like I'm meant for so much more. And even like being homeless in 9 days if they don't deploy me, which I was supposed to wait 4 months, but they said they're going to try to get me as soon as possible. But yeah, I have 9 days. I have $18 from my sister, and I can't pay any of my bills this month. And it's just like, even then, I still feel deep down that, like, if I, you know, do the work of this mental health work and just gut everything and just start rebuilding, that, you know, that I don't know what it is, but I just know that I'm meant for, I don't know. And I want to cry because my body, you know, my maladaptive daydream parents me. And so it's just like anything that I didn't have growing up, you know, I create this daydream and then I would, you know, believe it. And like I would, you know, as parent, it gave me what I needed. And so it's just like, I don't know if it's like my body is like giving me this like hope and saying, you're going to be something, to keep me from like doing, you know, what I feel like has been in me my whole life. I was 6 and I wanted to jump into a lake. Something told me to jump. And, well, it wasn't like a demon or anything, but it was like my impulsive thought, just saying jump. And it was like it was like a park in Tampa. It had a waterfall, and had a current. It was going downstream. I was at the edge, and something just told me to jump. And I was telling myself like, I don't know how to say it, but it's like you have those impulsive thoughts, but it was loud. It was like jump. Like honestly, and I was less than 6 because it was before I came in the home. I came in at 6, so it was probably like 5. But I don't know. I don't know if it's like my brain telling me that to keep me going or if it's actually like a thing, but it's just like I just know that I am meant for something like huge, you know? But then also I'm very scared that it's the delusion, like my brain is like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. But I will start the work. I'm going to try not to be on social media at all. And I really want to get into reading like self-help books about like CPTSD and depression and all this stuff that I'm struggling with. But yeah, I do think it's my brain just telling me stuff. But anyways.